Sports gambling has become a hot topic in recent years. We just had a recent college basketball sports gambling scandal. We had one in the NBA go on this past year. Sports gambling is everywhere you look. No matter where you are, you can be in Indianapolis and you'll see a BetMGM sign just walking around. So my argument for today is that federal law should prohibit gambling companies from partnering with universities. Now, one of my first points of this is that NCAA athletes, the athletes we see at Ball State's campus, are already prohibited from gambling on the NCAA. So they can't bet on college sports, which is not legalized in Indiana, and they cannot bet on professional sports. They're not allowed if they want to be an NCAA athlete. And that is according to ncaa.org, which was posted on November 21st, 2025. I also believe that the integrity of college sports is at risk when you bring in gambling. I believe gambling offers a higher risk to defamation and libel stuff, along with different other things for the athletes. It is bad for the athletes' mental health, as that people are expecting a lot more of them other than to go play the game and do their best. Now, we'll get into the problems that I have with sports gambling. Studies have shown that sports gambling is as addictive as alcohol and hard drugs. Dr. Rolando Gonzalez, MD, in an article posted February 10th, 2025 by leehealth.org reads, "The excitement of gambling and the chance to win of a big win, can stimulate the brain's reward system much like drugs and alcohol, which can cause addictive behaviors." Now, we already knew that gambling was as addictive as drugs and alcohol, but putting it into, sports gambling is already very prevalent on college campuses, which I'm a college student, I can attest. I talk or hear about sports gambling every day within my friend group. It is just one of the things we talk about. It's in normal everyday conversation. The ethical issues I have with sports gambling on college campuses. So campuses often restrict advertisements of tobacco or alcohol products on their campus, but yet they would allow gambling advertisements on their campus, which is already known to be as addictive as those drugs and alcohol. This could also conflict with the educational missions that universities strive towards by accepting money for the sake of having the money. The universities would also, if partnered with these gambling companies, profit off of every time you lose a bet, which I think is very immoral. I believe you're paying to get your education. I don't believe your money should go back to the school because you lost a bet. And then the financial harm to students, which I believe is the most important of the bunch. An article published on December 21st, 2022 by universitybusiness.com, which the title of the article reads, "1 in 6 college students are literally gambling with their financial aid." And that title was based off of a poll of over 1,000 different college students. And a quote from this article reads, "Consistent sports gambling leads to a decreased quality of life, poor mental health, heavy substance use, financial issues, damage to social relationships, and on top of all of that, an adverse impact on work and education environments." Universities are there to educate future generations. Why even think about putting a potential roadblock in the way of educating the future of our country? I don't think that makes any sense.